Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, on a cold winter's day, a queen sat by her window sewing. She pricked her finger, and 3 red drops of blood fell onto the white snow. She wished, "Oh, how I wish I had a little daughter with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony wood." Soon after, a princess was born, whom they named Snow White. But sadly, the good queen passed away. The king married a new queen. She was beautiful, but she was also incredibly vain and wicked. She owned a magical mirror, and every day she would ask, "Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who in this land is fairest of all?" The mirror always replied, "My queen, you are the fairest in the land," and this answer kept the queen satisfied. But as Snow White grew older, her beauty shone brighter than the queen's. One day, the mirror gave a different answer. "My queen, you are fair, it is true, but Snow White is 1,000 times fairer than you." Overcome with fiery envy, the wicked queen summoned the huntsman, Corbin. "Take Snow White into the forest and kill her," she commanded. The kind huntsman led Snow White deep into the woods. He raised his knife, but he could not bring himself to harm the innocent girl. "Run, child," he whispered. "Run far away and never return to the castle." Snow White thanked him and fled into the dark, silent forest. She ran over roots and stones until she was exhausted and completely lost. Finally, she came upon a lovely little cottage, nestled in a clearing. Everything inside was tiny: 7 small chairs, 7 little plates, 7 small beds. Out of kindness, Snow White cleaned the house from top to bottom. Exhausted from her long journey and her work, she lay down on one of the tiny beds and fell fast asleep. That evening, the owners returned. They were the 7 dwarfs, who worked deep in a gold mine. They were astonished to find their house spotless and a beautiful girl sleeping soundly in one of their beds. Snow White awoke and told them her story. The kind dwarfs took pity on her and offered her a home. "You may stay," they agreed, "if you cook, clean, and keep the house tidy. But be warned, never open the door for the wicked queen." Back at the palace, the queen asked her mirror and discovered Snow White was still alive. She was furious and decided to act herself. The queen disguised herself as an old peddler woman and brought a poisoned comb to the cottage. Snow White was tricked and let her in. The moment the poisoned comb touched Snow White's hair, she fell down, lifeless. Luckily, the dwarfs returned, pulled the comb out, and saved her just in time. The wicked queen, mad with rage, made a beautiful poisonous red apple. She took the safe half and offered the deadly half to Snow White. Snow White bit into the apple and instantly fell to the floor, dead. The heartbroken dwarfs placed her in a glass coffin to watch over their beautiful friend forever. One day, a noble prince rode by and saw the beautiful girl, looking only asleep. He begged the dwarfs for the coffin. As his men carried it, they stumbled, and the piece of poisoned apple was shaken from Snow White's throat. She awoke. The prince and Snow White were married in a grand ceremony. The wicked queen was forced to dance in red-hot iron shoes until she died. This tale teaches us that inner beauty and kindness are the truest treasures, and friendship is a powerful magic.